How was your guys' like first test?
Bro, okay. So
Hurts the brain, bro. That's all I gotta say.
what? Okay, so when I did my test, I was ready to get. I was like prepared for my nose to get fucked, right? Literally penetrated.
Yeah.
And then, and then when the technician swabbed my nose, I'm like, that's it. In my head, I'm like, yo, go deeper.
This guy was
Is that getting enough? You got wanted it, bro.
I like. Yo, what's up, guys? It's the High Morale podcast here. We got the usual
Hi, everyone.
suspects, us four. And
Finally.
guess what? I'm back. I'm
He's
alive.
back,
I didn't
yo.
die.
He's
Wait.
back. He's alive.
You were gone?
Oh, fuck you.
I don't know, man. This man is back in like sexier than ever. Look at him.
I know, right?
Look at him.
Dreamy and
It changed
shit.
me. It changed me.
This
Anyways,
guy's looking straight out the notebook or something.
For real.
Right.
all right. Michael here as the usual. I'm back, and we got my man over here.
He's your man.
Hey, boy Arvin. What's up?
And what's up? It's Jordan. You know, always here, never gone.
What's up? It's Pat's. Always here, but when we have a guest, I'm gone, man. That's what it is.
All our guests have been Patrick in disguise.
I am the true guest of this pod.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what's the OBJ today, Michael?
Okay. So, I don't know if any of you guys heard or any of the viewers heard. I did go to a wedding in the.
Woo!
in the
Congrats,
States.
man.
Thank you. I'm happily married now. JK. And then while I was there, I was thinking about like just how how Ontario has been in lockdown forever,
Yeah,
and we just got out maybe like what 3 weeks ago.
basically.
Yeah, basically. And then the change from Ontario to Michigan was just so massive. And then
Like-
I just
Like how
Like-
massive? Like night and day? Like
night
no one's
and-
wearing masks?
no one's wearing masks. Everything is
Fuck.
full. And I
Did
just
you-
and I just wanted to talk about like reintegrating into society.
How did it
Yeah.
feel like over there?
Bro, it was actually like pretty scary because okay, like there's a lot of white people
Yeah.
and that's really new to us, right? Because
Yeah.
Toronto is pretty densely populated with immigrants and people of color, and then there is just white people. I'm like, holy shit, that's a lot. And then
Yeah,
you
a
don't
lot
see a
of
lot of people of color there, and if you do, it's because it's like divided by like area, like the good neighborhood and the bad neighborhood.
I was gonna say like all the
Yes,
ethnic people are pushed into one corner.
a little bit, yeah, something like
Damn.
that. And because I wasn't here during the initial open of Ontario, I just wanted to know how your experience was, and if you have any experience.
Wait, first of all, did you get any stares while you were there?
Oh hell yeah!
Nah. Wait,
Yeah.
but you're like the most white out of all of us.
No, no, but like
Yeah.
you do get a lot. Like I did get a lot of stares, and because it was me and two of my cousins, 3 Asians,
Oh, true.
right? So it's like we were in a zoo and we were the caged animals. People were just staring like, what the fuck?
So-
Everyone's like, are they lost?
That's so funny.
So like you said you didn't see a lot of masks. Did you feel pressure to not wear a mask?
A little bit, yeah. Because I didn't want to be that one person just wearing a mask, right? However,
you
when
don't
I
wanna
did
be-
land, I
So
did
did
still
you-
wear a mask.
You still wore it? Okay, good. I think the
Yeah,
pressure would have got to me.
Yeah,
To be
dude,
honest.
like no, Patrick knows. I lose to peer pressure like
Yeah.
instantly. And then
I get it. Like,
the first the first thing I did after I landed was my cousin took me to go shopping because there was a dinner rehearsal, right? And I needed nice clothes because I didn't bring nice enough clothes.
What do you mean? Your black shirt wasn't enough?
And then I go into the mall. I still have my mask on at this point, right? Because I asked
Yeah.
them, do I need to wear my mask? And they said, it's up to you. I walk in, no one's wearing a mask. I'm like, oop, put that shit in my
How
pocket.
about like the workers and stuff? Not even the workers or anything.
Some workers wore their masks, but most of the time they didn't because it wasn't required.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be the only Asian guy and the only dude wearing a mask. That's just double the stares.
Exactly, right? Oh my god. And yeah, it was just there was a lot of like it was a big crowd and stuff like that. We would line up. There was no social distance. There was no social distancing. It was
Did you feel gross?
a little bit. Yeah. Not
Like,
gross.
Because like we spent a year and a half like social distancing,
Mhm.
and then just to be like thrown into the mall where everyone's just pressed up against you, the guy's breathing down your neck next in line.
Right?
Like,
Bro, oh my god. And then okay, so we also had to do a little bit of dance practice for the wedding, right?
Yeah.
One of the groomsmen were like he didn't believe in the vaccine.
Oh no.
It was one of those.
Yeah, okay.
And then he's like saying how, oh, my dad never got it, so I think so I don't need to get vaccinated. I'm 100%.
Wait, was that something that came up, or like did he just?
like he
Just
went
say
into
it out
dance
of nowhere.
practice and was like,
That's
"Fuck this, fuck Pfizer."
We were I guess we were talking about like how big this wedding was gonna be and like the sheer number of people that are gonna be there that aren't wearing masks. Some of them aren't vaccinated at all, and then he just started going on a rant.
Oh my goodness.
Mm,
And I'm like,
Those
he was right
guys.
next to me, and I'm like, oh, scooting away.
Bruh. That reminds me of like, because at work we deal with like a lot of truck drivers
Hmm.
and like just coming like dropping off packages and stuff, and then during the like the very start of this pandemic, like before everything locked down and stuff,
Hmm.
there was a truck driver from the States that came to drop off a shipment, and then he was like, "Yo, is everyone here freaking out about that coronavirus?" Because we didn't know what it was called before.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, kind of." He's like, "You know that shit's fake, right?"
It's,
And I'm like-
these Americans, man. Like,
I'm like, okay. And then I'm trying to dead the conversation, right? And he just keeps going off. He's like, "Yeah, it was built to make get rid of the middle class. Well, my friend told me." I'm like, "Okay, random truck driver, I'm gonna listen to you."
I'm gonna spread your word.
And then more recently, we had another dude, and he was talking about his coworker.
hmm.
His coworker who is Filipino,
Uh-huh.
and then he was like, "Yo, my coworker said Filipinos don't get corona." And I'm like,
Interesting.
like this guy who's telling me is also like realizes how stupid it is, but he's just like relaying the information to me. And I'm like, interesting. And then this was after I got COVID. So I wanted to be like, Filipinos don't get COVID, huh?
I guess I must not be Filipino then.
Must not be Filipino. Guess I'm white or some shit. But
damn, we're immune, eh?
I know, right?
Shit.
But
And
yeah,
then meanwhile, I'm thinking like, wasn't like Philippines one of the hardest hit countries?
I swear to God, it was.
with the pandemic and shit. I'm like, okay, Philippines.
Some people just amaze you. Some people just amaze you with the shit they say.
yeah. So like,
When you hear them like say it, like sometimes you don't know how to react. Sometimes you just want to go off on them, but sometimes you just want to like stare at people and make sure like they said that right.
yeah,
It's like I'm not just hearing shit.
it's like, can you repeat that? I need to tweet that so it'll go viral.
I'm like, can anybody confirm that he said that I'm not going crazy?
Hmm.
I don't know, man. Some outlandish shit.
Yeah, but that just like goes to show like it's not just like the white people thinking this. Like Filipinos
color,
apparently,
yeah.
people of color think of this too. So it's weird. I don't know. That's the only 2 times I had to deal with someone who like doesn't believe.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Like, When like, did you guys ever go out, like eat out, go to the mall or whatever? When
Ever since we lifted,
yeah,
Yeah,
just a
have.
just a couple times, yeah.
how was it?
It was both times for work, so like, boss treated to dinner. It was not bad. It felt sort of normal, but then you look around and like some places have like plexiglass in between like tables and stuff, and I'm like, oh yeah, you know, this is still like
Still
a
a
lot of
thing.
still
Yeah.
protocols taking
Yeah.
place and stuff.
Mm.
And then
Well,
most of the places here right now, they have like contact tracing. So before you go in, you have to scan a barcode or something.
Uh
and
huh.
then
Oh yeah.
enter your email and like just in case like
Oh,
maybe
like,
there is an outbreak, so they can
And it-
contact you, or you're the cause of
okay.
the outbreak.
Yeah.
true. What about you guys?
I
How was your
did
experience?
go out. I went to the mall.
Wait. You said prior to this you were at the gym. How was that?
Oh yeah.
Tell me about that.
So last year, when things were opening back up, right? Like
Mhm.
I think at the end of summer,
Yep.
it was kind of like that in the sense that there were definitely still people at the gym. Gyms are only at like 25-50% capacity right now.
Uh huh.
Again, you're only required to wear your mask if you're moving from station to station, or if you're at a bench or something,
Mm-hmm.
or if you're moving in between. But if you're actually working out, you don't need to. Some people
Okay.
do wear the mask like just throughout, and they don't take their mask off. Some people, they do take their mask off when they're working out, but
responsible ones.
yeah, but like it's good because people still, for the most part, stay away from each other.
Mhm.
But it's also people are starting to get comfortable again with not minding people around them, which is good.
Mhm.
But I think for the most part, people are slowly starting to integrate normal life back. I don't think anyone's being too crazy, but like I haven't had any bad experiences at the gym lately. Like everyone's cleaning after their stuff, everyone's wiping down their shit.
Okay,
that's
that's
good.
good.
That's good.
In the gym. So at least in my gym,
That's
Which,
good.
which one do you go to again? LA Fitness?
Fit for less.
Fit for less. Okay.
Yeah, it's not too bad there.
Cause like I'm trying to go back to the gym because I did go. Okay, so the gyms are 100% open there in the States,
There.
and my cousin took me there. No one wears a mask, and it was just like we're just next to each other. I felt weird, but in my head I'm like, I hope this double vaccine helps me in the long run.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that dude at dance practice was right.
You can't be right, man.
What about you, Patrick?
So I've been going out to restaurants and stuff. It feels like semi-normal, but as Jordan said, there's like the glass and stuff, and like
Mhm.
there's tables like you're eating, and then the next person is like at the other side of the restaurant, basically.
Mhm.
And like I also went to Canada's Wonderland, and you're required to wear a mask like throughout the entire ride too, right? So
True.
like on like the
Oh, really?
craziest rides, I'm like blading on my mask so it doesn't like fly off or whatever. But I can't
Oh.
lie. Sometimes when the ride starts, I pull it down a little. So that,
Because like on a roller coaster, right?
yeah.
If the dude in the front has COVID and he coughs, the whole train's going through that cloud of coughs.
That's true in an instant.
It's instant.
Instant, everyone gets COVID at that moment.
Like when they're going down, the front dude screams, and then everyone's just
Everyone's mouths are open too.
yeah.
Delicious.
The 90-degree catch.
For when you guys were like on the actual rides, would you have to put space in between?
Nah, it was
It was like
just
butt
full.
to butt. It was still
Yeah,
butt to butt.
it was like
Yeah,
the same
okay.
thing basically.
I mean, there's still space between like carts and stuff.
Okay,
And, like,
okay.
Yeah.
seats. Yeah. For me, one thing that's like still weird because I before the pandemic started, I was supposed to join a basketball league,
Mm-hmm.
and then it was like gone for like a year and a half, and then they just recently like started up like super randomly, like no warning.
Okay.
And one of the requirements is you have to wear a mask while playing. Still,
But not on like nose is fine, right?
nose is fine, but still like at the end of the game, Like I squeezed my mask and it just started like dripping. So like during the game, I'm like breathing in seawater because all my sweat's gathering up in my mask. It's so gross, dude.
But do you guys like? Are you guys excited? Okay, let's say masks are not a requirement anymore. Would you still wear a mask or just raw dog that shit?
Raw dog.
Yo, to be honest, it might be a raw dog type thing.
Yeah, I feel like okay. So
Yeah.
this whole time we've been wearing masks, right? And then I'm like, oh, even though we don't, I always said, even though we don't have to wear masks, I'm still gonna wear a mask. But then I changed my mind when I went down there. It just felt so free, you know. You can breathe.
It does.
Breathe in good air.
I would say I would still like keep my mask like here, like around me, but like if I'm inside, I'll pull it up. If I'm outside, I'm probably not gonna wear that. Like I want to breathe fresh air. Like, but if I'm contained, like in a gym, I don't mind wearing it, unless I'm running or some shit.
True.
True.
Yeah, because we also do like gyms are opening up, but also like sports facilities, like courts and stuff. And some of them you're not required to wear your mask. Obviously, I'm not gonna wear my mask when I'm sprinting up and down, you know.
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
For sure.
So it's a little bit situational, but also I think that if you do wear a mask, you won't be like faulted. At least in Canada. Like you know how in the States you felt pressure to not wear your mask because no one was wearing their mask.
Yeah.
Because you like there's the fear of being ostracized.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that'll happen in Canada. Hopefully not. Like
True.
people will like see people at the mall with masks on and be like, "What a weirdo." I don't think that'll happen.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Just because
it's whatever.
generally Canadians are more understanding.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah. Sort of.
So at what point would you just not wear your mask at all?
Me or everyone or okay.
Everyone.
I'll
Just
go
in
first.
general.
Right when they say it's not a requirement, I'm taking off my mask. Honestly, because
Would you still bring a mask with you?
I'd still bring a mask with me, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
But just in case everyone else is wearing a mask but me.
So for peer pressure reasons, not health reasons.
for social reasons.
Okay, so here's a question for you. So what if the government says you still have to wear a mask, but like the cases are super low and everyone's not wearing a mask anymore? Which side would you choose?
Oh no, I'm not wearing a mask. Like if I go to a place where it's still required to wear a mask, but no one is wearing a mask, I'm not wearing a mask. You know, I don't want to stand out.
This mob mentality.
I know, because like think about it. I'm Asian and I'm wearing a mask, right? What are they gonna think?
But what if you're here? You know, we're diverse.
To be fair, you know, there's a lot of Asian people, especially like I think Chinese, who wore masks like when they're sick.
Yeah.
Like even way before COVID.
Yeah.
So, but I guess it's kind of different now. So
Yeah, it's a cultural thing.
never mind.
Yeah,
Like
here we just
before-
cough on everyone.
Like before, if you saw someone with a mask, it's like, oh, they might be sick. But now, if you see someone with a mask, it's like,
Oh, this guy might
they
have
might be
COVID.
smart.
Oh.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Depends where you are.
Depends where you are.
Mhm.
Even if the government said it's okay, I don't know. Depending, because some masks are cool. like in Asia, it's also part of streetwear sometimes. You know. So depending on the fit, I guess is my answer.
Depending on the fit. Okay.
I wouldn't feel pressure to wear a mask, but it's more like to my discretion.
Okay. Okay. They
I'm
say,
on this,
they say masks aren't required, but they're highly recommended.
But that's the shit they tell you at university, you know, like this reading isn't required, but it's highly recommended.
They recommend I take vitamin C every day. And
Fuck
not doing
that.
shit.
Exactly. So yeah, I'm on the fence of like when they say you can take it off, I'm taking it off, you know, or like when do we see case numbers going super down and like it's like no one really cares anymore. That social thing, you know. I'll take it off.
Yeah, true.
I think for me, it would have to be like the cases would have to be really low for like a period of time.
Low.
You know,
Low for you.
3.
3.
1, 2, 3.
I don't know, like what's a what's the lowest has been?
I've been
Recently.
seeing like
I see
like
30.
triple digits. Oh, 30, really?
Like last year. Was it like 30? It was like 2 double digits last like around
If
this
it's
time
like
last year.
if it's like double digit shit, like you know, for a constant period, and like it doesn't go into the triple digit, I'll consider that like pretty low.
I think we're still in the triple digits, not.
We are.
Yeah.
But like
Okay,
the
okay.
lowest I've ever seen last year was like
Yeah.
60, 30, I don't remember.
Was it because we didn't get tested a lot, or?
I just read the number.
Okay. All those 60 people that got tested got COVID.
It was a test.
Yo, man, it was weird when I got COVID, thinking like, because then you look online and then you see the number of cases for today. I'm like, shit, I'm part of that.
That's me. You're just a statistic.
I'm a statistic. Fuck.
Wait, like, when did you know, or when did you think that COVID was in you?
What?
Wrong words.
Okay, so honestly, I just thought, okay, that's a good question, because I got it from a friend or my
So you
former
guys
roommate.
kissed. You guys kissed, yeah.
But that's nothing that we don't usually do. No, I'm kidding,
Go on.
but no, but like, and then he was sick for a while, but I guess I didn't know the COVID symptoms, and he didn't test for a while. But he was sick for like a week before we made contact, because even when he was just like had mild symptoms, like it was we distanced, we like passed food under the door and shit.
Yeah.
And then the one day that I don't like, because he was feeling better, so he came with me to work, and it was just the two of us at work,
Yeah.
so it was fine. And then the day after, I just started feeling like shit, like slowly, and it was like nothing I ever felt before.
Ooh.
Like,
Nothing you ever felt before. Whoa.
Yeah,
Like, what did it feel like?
I've had colds and stuff, but like the
Yeah.
symptoms were just so weird.
What do you
Like,
mean, like,
okay,
what were was it the intensity or just the type of symptoms?
the type of symptoms. So like, my eyes would hurt if I looked side to side.
Oh
Whoa.
yeah. I know those
What do you mean-
ones.
What do you mean? Oh yeah. You know those.
What do you mean?
Oh shit, that's what I felt last week.
Okay, go. I keep naming them, and Michael will just keep agreeing with you. Watch.
Okay.
And like, it was a headache. Like usually I know what. Usually my cold headaches are like centralized, like in a certain area. But this one was like, it felt weird. Like it was like I had like a hairnet
right?
on my brain that was like really hot. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys.
No,
But-
I felt that one, but not like
It
a
was-
week, like months ago. I felt that.
Are you serious?
Yeah, but that was because I just had a migraine.
Okay, sure.
Yeah,
And then-
sure.
And then the next day, the symptoms like completely changed. Like I didn't have a headache, but I was really sore and like tired, and my sinuses were like really dry and kind of burning.
Whoa, that's
Oh,
weird, man.
So did you have a sore throat?
No, I didn't. I'm like, what is going on? And then my roommate tested positive. I'm like, fuck.
Fuck.
So I went down to get tested, and then the next day it's like, yeah.
Did they call you, or did you kept
I remember you messaged me.
on checking?
I just
kept
kept
on-
refreshing because you check it online. I just kept refreshing. Like, did I pass? Did I pass?
Ooh, he
So-
passed. He passed.
When they say that you can't taste, is it like literally you cannot taste anything?
Okay, so there was a point in time where I wasn't able to taste, but
Yeah,
I think
like-
that was stress because it went away the next day. Because
Okay.
it was in between the period where my roommate tested positive, and I was waiting for my results. So I'm just like stressing, like, do I have it? Like, what if I gave it to like his family, or what if I gave it to someone at work, right? And so I'm just super stressed. and then like it just felt like cotton mouth.
Like you were just eating nothing,
yeah,
right?
okay.
Or like
Yeah, you just have the texture and like the warmth or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
and like
I remember how I messaged you. Like I messaged you like, "Yo, you up?" And then the next
Yeah,
day, yeah. So I think 2 days before my flight, I messaged Jordan, and I'm like, "Yo, you up?" Because I'm like, oh, I was feeling hungry at night, and then I was eating chips. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't taste anything. And at this point, I already had a sore throat. I'm like, fuck. I go downstairs.
please taste.
Please taste. I'm like, fuck. So I see a bag of raisins. I'm like, fuck. I hate raisins. I pop it in my mouth. I'm like, fuck. It don't taste like anything. So I see. At one point, I was like, fuck. There's dog food there. I was like, fuck. Do I go for this dog food? Like, if I don't taste this dog food, am I fucked?
over.
It's over. But no, I didn't come to that.
You're fucked either way if you eat it, right?
Yeah.
Right?
If you taste it, then you're fucked. If you don't taste it, you're fucked.
And then I'm like, shit. So I just keep eating and keep eating. I'm like, fuck. Please give me flavor. Please give me flavor. And then I'm like, oh my god. And at this point, my throat is hurting. Right? I'm
Because
like,
of dog food.
and then I just sleep it off, right? Because then I had my COVID test the next day. And then I'm like, fuck, am I gonna pass this test? Fuck. And then before I'm like eating, I'm like, okay, I taste a little bit. Just a little bit of raisin. I'm like, okay, that's a good sign.
Disgusting.
It's like
Best raisins he ate in his life.
best raisins I've ever tasted. But then I got my results. It was negative.
Woo!
So
You tested like 3 times,
Hey.
right? Just
Twice.
to make sure.
2. I did
Okay,
2 tests.
true.
Like
True.
one before and then one after when I landed. But then I still have like the sore throat, which is better. Like I think last night I was just coughing like a lot.
It's better than COVID.
True.
Have you guys ever like? Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna ask, like, what was your recovery like? Like, you had to stay in quarantine for like 2 weeks, right? So, like, when did you start to feel better? Like, did you feel like you could just leave right away, like after like 3 days, or what?
All right, so this COVID, I say this, COVID hasn't been the worst. I've been sick. Like, it wasn't like I've been more sick.
Yeah.
It's just the longest. Like, it just wouldn't go away.
Really?
Like, damn. Like, it was kind of like a rotation of symptoms. Like, one day it would be this, 3 days it'd be this, and then it would be back to whatever.
Okay. Wait, at that point, were you vaccinated?
I had my first vaccination, and then the next like 3 days I tested positive. I was worried that my vaccination would affect like whether it's the results, but it doesn't.
Okay.
So after like a week, I started to feel better, and then it was still like very mild symptoms. Like I would sometimes wake up like at night I'd be really tired, but in the morning I'd be okay. Stuff like that. And then after a week, started to feel better. And around the end of the quarantine, that's when, I felt okay enough to like go walk around, touch fruit and shit. Yeah, it was weird. Like, and then only after I started feeling better is when I told my family that I tested positive. Because like,
didn't your family test positive too?
they did, so I didn't want to stress them out more.
Wait, who got it first, you or them?
That me. No, wait. No, them. They tested positive first. Because I remember I was like out and about, like talking to people. I'm like, should I tell them, like, update them about my family? Nah, it's fine.
Nah, they're in Calgary.
They're in Calgary. And then I tested positive. I'm like, shit, I can't tell them now. They're gonna be so stressed, bro. No, because like half of my family got it and then half of my family didn't. So the first half is taking care of the other half of the family, and they're just like stressed out of their minds trying to figure out like what to do. Like they're like steaming themselves every day, blah blah blah, just doing eating a bunch of vitamin C, and like staying in their rooms. And then I tested, and I'm like, do I tell my mom because I know how she's gonna react? Like, it's gonna be bad because she's already having to deal with all of this, and now her son, all the way somewhere she can't go, is possibly very, very sick.
Because COVID's in you.
Because COVID's in me.
COVID has entered your body.
I eventually told them, and they got mad.
Oh, did they get mad?
They got mad that I didn't tell them.
I mean,
because I told them after I started feeling better. I'm like, oh yeah, I tested positive like a week ago.
We could go.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, that's a COVID story.
COVID was an ordeal. What I was gonna ask you guys, have you guys ever like came close, had a COVID scare?
Oh, definitely, yeah. For me,
dog food.
Is it the dog food? Yeah.
What about you, Patrick?
Me,
I
not
think
really.
I did like 2 months ago, like one night, and I didn't even go out this day. Like, and I didn't go out like the prior days. So like that night, I was just felt like a sudden like fatigue and headache, and I'm like, okay, let's eat an Oreo. Let's see what happens. I could barely taste the Oreo. I'm like, okay, either I'm like totally psyching myself out. Because like it in my head, I'm like, okay, COVID. So maybe my head was like, okay, you can't taste it. Like, you know, my mind is playing games on me. But then the next day, the next day I even bought like a thermometer from Shoppers just to check my temperature. Because I was feeling a bit feverish, but it turned out I wasn't really having a fever. And like a couple hours after, in the next day, I could taste everything.
So it was just like you had symptoms and
yeah, I think mostly
scared.
it was in my head. It was mostly in my head because I'm like, okay, I didn't go out. There's no possible way. I'm like, I feel as if it's because of the fact that we're in COVID times that I'm just telling myself that I have these symptoms. So, but I didn't really. I was perfectly fine.
What about you, Patrick? Any close calls?
Me, not really. Maybe that one time when we flew back from Calgary, right? I can say this from the pod, or
I think so. I was wondering if I was okay with you.
yeah. So I'm gonna just say it anyway. I guess that's like my only close counter because I've never been sick like the past 2 or 3 years, which is surprising.
The fuck?
Because growing up, I was pretty feverish. And
Hey, weird
stuff.
flex, but damn.
But like the past 2 or 3 years, I haven't been really getting sick or anything. So I'm a healthy boy, you know. Anyway, so my only close scares when Jordan and I took a trip to Calgary, right? And then I think on our flight back home, right? It was our flight back home.
Yep.
Yeah, we're just, and then like I don't know where, I forgot where this guy got the source, right? Where he got the source, but like apparently there was someone that tested positive on our flight. So we're like, bro. So we got tested, but we both tested negative.
Wait, were you guys wearing masks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And generally the plane was pretty empty too, so we're pretty surprised it was that flight and not our first flight, because our first flight was packed.
Yeah, for real.
Oh shit.
How about your flights? Was it packed or was it like socially distanced?
It was a pretty small plane because there weren't a lot of people, so it was packed. It was full.
Yeah.
Oh, but the craziest thing was on my flight there, I sat next to someone, right? And then on my flight back, it was the same person.
Damn, they went to the wedding, bro.
Yeah, the exact same trip as you.
They went to the wedding, then they saw the dance. Was like, is that the dude on the plane?
Okay, but did either of you like comment on it?
Yeah, we're like, weren't you on my flight? And she's like, yeah. And that's it. That's it. That's it. And I did my own thing. I slept.
And then you're like, if I test positive, I know who it's from.
This beach.
And then you're like, You're like, I ate dog food last night.
I ate dog food just to make sure.
Just be careful. I feel like you should know.
But yeah, that's my COVID story. Well, not even a COVID story, but close call.
True.
But yeah,
So wait, have all of us been tested
yes,
at least
Yeah.
once?
yes. Arvin?
Oh no, I haven't been tested ever.
Oh, he's a test virgin.
I don't know. I just didn't feel the need like that. Like that one time, I did tell you I was thinking about it that day, but I had like plans that day. Like I was planning to go to my girlfriend's family. So
That's fair. I mean, you don't like no one tests for fun, right?
like if I felt like shit that like the next day, I definitely would have. But I got better the next day. So
Yeah.
I'm like, it's probably just
How was your guys like first test?
Bro, okay,
Oh.
okay. So
Hurts the brain, bro. That's all I gotta say.
what? Okay, so when I did my test, I was ready to get. I was like prepared for my nose to get fucked, right? Literally penetrated.
Yeah.
And then, and then when the technician swabbed my nose, I'm like, that's it. In my head, I'm like, yo, go deeper.
this guy was
Did I get it, you know? You got wanted it, bro.
I like. I felt like
The
he
nose
was
kink.
teasing my nose. You know? I
Is
just
it
wanted to
in?
blue balling you.
Yeah, and then I think she only went like up to here,
Mhm.
but I wanted her to go all the way.
So, like, you wanted her to like
Tickle your
touch your
brain.
brain, bro.
Yo, I wanted her to touch my brain, and then I left unsatisfied.
Did you have to wait in line or whatever for your test or anything, or
It was
was
like
it
a
just
5
quick and
minute
easy?
wait.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
When I did my test, I had to wait so long, and then like the quad swab went like it felt like it touched my brain. Like
Fuck, man, I wanted
like,
that one.
I like have to squeeze my fist at one point. I was like, damn, bro, it's kind of hurting.
If that was me, my eyes would be rolling. I'd have like a fucking boner.
Shaking.
Sir, are you
This guy's a nose kink.
keep going?
Almost there. Don't stop. Don't stop.
Everyone's looking. Like, what the fuck?
You've been here for 15 minutes.
Your test.
You don't have
This is the
COVID. Get
fourth-
out of here.
This is the fourth cotton swab.
We go to our local hospital. There's a picture of Michael with a circle and a cross. Do not test this man.
Then
But yeah, that was that was my test.
Yeah.
But you guys,
Mine was similar to Patrick's. It's like I had to wait a little bit. And then the actual procedure. All right, you know, in like shows where the like dude has like a giant sword and then like he plunges it into a person's chest.
uh,
Yeah.
And then it goes this far. And then he goes deeper.
Yeah.
is that what happened with you?
That's what happened with me. So like I had the first level, which was like probably what Michael had, and then they just stabbed my brain.
Oh, I felt that.
So it's like, and then I started tearing up. And then I'm like, okay, cool. And then like we're gonna do the other nostril. I'm like, fuck.
Literally, fuck.
So yeah, it sucked. But then the second time, I guess I got loose.
You were more prepared. You were more
Second
prepared.
time, I had to self-administer it. So I knew
So he was
what
in the
to
bathroom
do.
for 20 minutes.
Big circles, baby.
With a belt around his neck.
No, it's like I'm circling my nose and then my hand naturally go like this.
Dude, do you
Oh,
think that's
dude.
like? Do you think that ever happened? Like COVID testing
that's
awakened something?
definitely a kink. 100%. With the amount of people getting tested and I'm like the amount of weird shit that people into.
I think some people like were awakened something for sure.
Oh, get one of
1,000,000% for sure.
I mean,
Like,
I'm one of them.
Like, we already have
Feels
one.
So good.
Yeah, we have one. But like, what if he's one of a kind? You know? I think so too. Like that awakened. Like it's like when you hear those stories, like those people on Reddit that when they get prostate exams, they get awakened.
Oh, yo, what? Have you ever gotten a prostate exam?
No.
Nope.
No.
No. Fuck. You guys want to get one?
Do you have?
You have?
No,
Wait,
not
Vlog
yet.
it.
Have you?
Vlog it.
No.
Vlog it?
Wait. We don't need to, like, at this age, do we?
I mean, they keep dropping the recommended age.
Yeah,
feel
I think when I'm 27, that's when I'll go.
I'm down. Let's go.
Yeah. You do me, I do you.
I'm not ready for this, man.
But I'm pretty open to it though. That kind of kink, I'm pretty open to it.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like the
Didn't
prostate
Man,
exam.
You gotta spice it up sometimes.
Sometimes.
You go
Yeah.
home later tonight, like later that night, with your girl. Just stick it in my nose.
It's like,
Stick it in my nose. Choke me.
you know the rubber gloves. You hear the snap, and you're just like, oh.
Why are you putting on a glove?
Both nostrils.
Both nostrils.
Same time, baby.
Get the good cotton swabs.
Get the scented ones.
But yeah.
Stupid. Like
Damn.
I thought I would know what it felt like because I was always like congested as a kid
Mhm.
and sometimes even now. So I used to like roll up a tissue and like stick it up there. I'm
Yeah.
like, that's fine. Like whatever. Like it's fine.
Do you frequently pick your nose?
Frequently? I don't think so.
Or yeah, I usually
Safe
do
place,
it like
safe place, safe place.
safe place, safe place. I
my
usually
nose
do
actually
it at
feels
the
good.
end of the day because
Just you know,
Yeah.
like it's like an ear cleaning.
yeah, it's ear cleaning. Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
I pick
I
my ears more than nose.
Ah, okay.
Nah, I'm a nose picker, man. You ever get those ones where you just get a good booger and you could just breathe again? Like,
Oh yeah.
it's in like the airflow that goes in and out of your nostrils now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Game changing, man.
It is
for
yeah.
real.
I agree, yeah.
Mhm.
That's why it's like satisfying when you see those like ear cleaning videos or whatever. Like you just like, that probably feels so
Have
good.
you
Yeah.
guys ever gotten your
That was
ears
me.
cleaned before?
I've had,
Yeah, me too.
No,
Is it
but I want
disgusting?
to.
Yeah, it's kind of gross, but like after you feel like you could just hear, bro. Like crazy.
You hear. And then when you see all that shit come out, like, oh shit, you know?
Yeah, that's been in there. Jeez.
Yeah.
How long that
Oh,
been
man,
in
I
there?
gotta do
Jeez.
that.
So if you guys have the opportunity, I would definitely recommend.
That's gonna be after the prostate exam, the Heimerau prostate exam.
That I might be into, you know?
Prostate exam, ear cleaning. We're gonna be so healthy.
How did we get here?
I don't know.
Uh,
I'm like, I don't know.
yeah. I also wanted to talk about like motivation, but I don't know. I'm not motivated to talk about that.
Yeah,
Motivated to eat.
Oh, same.
Yeah, me too.
What were you gonna say, Patrick?
I forgot.
Nice.
You started
Well-
talking about food, and then I started thinking about food, and then, like here we are.
Oh, let me talk about the food there. Holy shit, it was rank fucking 0, man. Not like
Really?
Now it was okay. Besides the food at the wedding, the food at the wedding was amazing.
Yeah.
But like restaurants in Michigan,
What did you eat?
it ain't it, man.
What did you eat? What did you eat?
So first we had like buffets because my cousins love buffets,
Yeah.
and you know how we haven't had buffets in like a year and a half. So I was pretty interested, but then no, like because we haven't had it in a long time, I kind of got grossed out, and I wasn't
Yeah.
eating a lot because we haven't had restaurants in a while, right?
Mhm.
So it wasn't like my most favorite thing to eat, and they love that shit. And then they're like, I asked them, "Oh, do you guys have any Asian restaurants?" And they're like, "Yeah, we'll take you to this Japanese restaurant." So I'm like, "Oh, finally, a good like."
Take it to Panda Express.
No. It was a place called Kyoto, right? So I'm like, "Ooh, that's a nice place." We pull up, and I'm like, it's a Nice
It's a
looking place.
restaurant.
It's all right. And then when we go in, you know how you can judge a restaurant based on its customers?
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know
yeah.
how when you go to a wrong Asian restaurant and it's just filled with white people?
Yeah.
It was that. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh shit.
Ah, shit.
Ah shit.
I'm about to get some instant ramen or some shit.
And then I ordered their sushi. It felt like those grocery store sushis, you know? Like those Asian supermarket sushis.
Yeah.
It felt like that.
Oh, that's.
And then when the meal came in, their chicken was like bland as fuck.
So maybe you could taste, but Michigan just has some bland raisins or some shit.
And I'm like, fuck, this is gonna be this is what I'm gonna be eating for a whole week. I'm like, oh my god.
Damn, so it is true.
So you didn't
Yeah.
eat a
White people
single
love their
banger
blind fast food.
the entire trip
The only time I ate a banger was at the wedding.
at the wedding.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Damn.
that's disappointing.
Yeah. And
Okay,
when
well,
it
to be fair, it was Michigan, so
yeah, not a lot
Yeah.
of culture there.
Yeah.
yeah.
Not a lot of culture.
Mhm. And then coming back to Toronto, I'm like, oh my god. The first thing I did was go to a ramen shop.
Nice.
Kintan?
No. It was downtown. I don't remember what it was called. It was like near Yonge and Dundas. And then the first taste. Ah, culture. I forgot
Seasoning.
about seasoning.
City.
Diversity. But
Asian
yeah.
food cooked by Asians.
But yeah, that's like a TLDR of my experience. But yeah,
That's disappointing.
yeah, it was disappointing.
You go your first international flight and then the food is kind of meh.
Right? Sad.
Sag.
Mm-hmm. And they lost my luggage. Whatever.
Oh,
No.
true.
Wait, you lost it?
Yeah, he lost like 7 black shirts.
7? No, I lost like I think 11.
Oh shit.
I lost 11 black shirts. I have a list. You know?
So it's actually gone. Like your luggage, you
Yeah, it's
never
gone.
got it back.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Have to call them.
There's a chance it might turn up because you tag it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it might show up eventually. But right now it's probably just in the back of a truck, like with the other 70 Good Life bags.
Wait, so when you lose, when they lose your shit, like, do you get like anything in return?
Yeah, you get reimbursed. Like
Yeah, you're gonna fuck you.
So they say like so they say if you had to buy anything to replace it, just keep the receipts. And the receipt I'm looking for is my receipt for my glasses.
Just buy a shit ton of Gucci bags.
I know.
I was gonna
that's-
say.
Louis Vuitton
that's
like
what I did.
bracelets. They'll never know.
Exactly.
I bought a bunch of OVOs. So I'm already like
The most
1K in.
expensive shit.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, there was a bunch of Bitcoin in there.
So I bought a new graphics card and it was in there.
Come on.
So
I lost my CPU.
Here's the receipt.
But yeah,
Here's the receipt.
I'm still waiting on that.
There's a chance it'll show up. Hopefully it'll show up.
Hopefully, yeah. I just want my glasses because I felt like my vision.
wait, is that why
deteriorated.
you're like glasses list?
Is that
right
why you're
now, or-
sexy right now?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not wearing my eyes either.
Yeah. Like, I don't know.
Oh,
what my
blurry
stare
vision?
is.
Nah, that's just COVID, bro.
Fuck.
He's thinking about it. Chill.
I'm still thinking. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm just waiting for this cough to go away. Yeah.
So who's sitting across from Michael?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Not it.
I'm fine.
I believe you. Fuck.
Yeah, table for 3 and 1.
I'll take a bunch of medication before, for sure.
True.
All right.
That's good.
Speaking
So
of food,
overall, real quick, was your trip high morale or low morale?
I would say high morale for sure.
That's good.
Because like I haven't seen one of my cousins for 7 years and the other one for 12.
Mhm.
Right?
Oh damn.
Yeah, because he studied in Philippines for a couple years,
Mm.
and yeah, during that time I never got to see him, and then we just caught up, and it was the first time I actually did shisha, and it was his first time doing shisha, and then we
Ooh.
just got addicted.
Jeez,
so-
this guy loves shisha.
So then I guess that's why I have this cough, because my lungs are irritated.
bro,
This guy's wondering.
how do you
the
mention that
entire
just now? That's definitely it.
time. Yeah, I used to just confidence away. I
COVID.
haven't
Oh,
tried
but I
both.
also did a fuck ton of shisha.
Yeah,
That might be it.
Kind of shisha. Like for almost 3 days, like the first time, and then one day after, and then the next 2 days we did shisha. Just chilling.
I don't know what's wrong.
I don't know what's wrong.
It's, could be
We're
anything.
having a whole ass
too good.
COVID talk. Turned out it was just shisha.
It
And
sounds like
15 minutes in.
It sounds like we hear OBJ today, boys.
Yeah, we diagnosed. I got diagnosed finally.
We did.
But yeah,
Alright,
next.
I think the overall trip was pretty high morale. Not gonna lie.
That's good.
Yeah, it was my first time traveling by like literally by myself.
Oh yeah,
And
both
I-
ways, right?
Yeah, both ways, and I liked it. Just because
That
I can
is
go,
good.
I can go at my own pace.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Traveling by yourself sounds like something we talked about.
Yeah, we talked about that when you were gone
Oh, was it last week or 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. So is it next one?
No.
Brr.
Sure. Okay, whatever.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, I think.
You'll
can
have
hit
to
a-
wait. I'm talking to you, Michael.
Yeah, I'll have to wait. Fuck, man. Like every time you guys film the podcast, I just be on my bed and I see 3 of you guys on Discord. I'm like, damn it, should I pop in?
You pop in. We're like, get out of here.
I beat. Go.
Fuck outta
Who let
here.
you out of the basement? Go.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah.
So as of recording this, one episode released already of our 3-man.
I watched that. You guys are fucking monkeys. The fuck? This episode, we're just gonna be shit talking Michael. Low-key, I loved it though. Low-key, I loved it.
We should have talked more about Crossfire.
Too bad you guys never played. Actually, except Patrick. Patrick played a little bit. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So should we go get wings?
Yeah.
Let's go
Yes.
get wings.
Wild
Yes, please.
Okay.
Let's do
Sick.
it.
All right.
Did we hit the OBJ?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
hit. We hit our- I was gonna talk more about motivation, but that's for another.
Yeah.
I'm not motivated.
We'll motivate you another time.
Yeah. So we're gonna go
I draw
grab
motivation.
wings, and this is gonna be the first time all 4 of us
Are in one
meet-
room.
are in one room.
This is the first time you guys are gonna meet Arvin.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
crazy.
Right? This whole
He's gonna be
time,
6'4".
Yeah, I'm kind of shy.
real.
I'm thinking
Not a bot Jordan
AI.
made.
We're
He's an
gonna,
AI Jordan made.
we're gonna get there.
kinda shy.
No one's gonna talk.
Our social awkwardness is just gonna kick in.
Everyone wear a mask so Michael feels obligated.
All right, you know what? This is a good time to end things. Thank you guys for watching. Really
Thank you,
appreciate
everyone.
it.
Thank you.
Catch our other episodes if you haven't seen it, and stay tuned for our next one. Peace.
Sir.
Peace.
All right.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye.